Hi, my name is Pietro and welcome back on Travel Time and Talk, a podcast dedicated to travel, tourism and hospitality industry, where we're going to meet travel mindset people, professional involved in industry, traveling and living abroad. And today we are in the number 2 of a new section dedicated to Italians in the world. And today we are going to meet Mr. Andrea Trevisian, Bancosta, and he's a really great cruise mindset person. So stay tuned if you love cruise industry. He will share his own story and expertise with all of us here. So stay tuned. I will be back shortly. Friends, welcome back on Travel Time and Talk. As I told you, we have a special guest, Mr. Andrea Trevisian, representing Bancosta Cruise and Yacht, directly from Holland today. Thank you very much for your participation, Andrea. How are you?
Thank you, Pietro. It's a real honor being guest of your wonderful podcast. Thank you.
Oh.
Very good here in Holland. It's a sort of rainy day, but it's a rainy Saturday, but it's quite usual.
It's fine. Actually, I am located in Italy, Milan, and quite similar here today. But we are, traveler mindset people, and we bring sun in our room actually today, and especially you highlighting a great day today for our podcast that is all about travel, tourism, hospitality, and cruise industry. Something really special that I know you are a lover and you representing highly. I am a lover too of cruise industry. We came across those companies. Actually, never we meet personally, but actually I am your follower from quite a long time, and really I am very happy today to chat with you, to talk to you about a beautiful world of cruise. And Andrea, please, can you bring us back in your passion? Usually we listen travel mindset people, right? But you are the case of cruise mindset people, Andrea. Can you tell us something about your passion, your story? Really something
thank you.
Interesting.
No, thank you, Pietro. This is a real honor to be here. And yes, when you mention cruise, I already started smiling and shining, the cruise is my passion, and it has been, I think that I'm connected to the cruise industry. I like to say before I was born, because, my parents took a cruise on the old Enrico Costa. I remember in 1973, was September 1973. And apparently they had quite some fun, because 9 months after, June 74, I was born. So I like to highlight this connection.
Sure.
So my parents, they were so crazy. They've been since my childhood always talking about this fantastic vacation experience on Enrico Costa. My mom was addicted to the TV show, the Love Boats.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yes,
Everybody knows in Italy, especially in that time, but it's worldwide.
Yes. And so she was crazy about the Love Boat. Say, oh, Andrea, cruising is fantastic. And so I was so curious that finally they took me on a cruise when I was 12. Still a child on the older ship, and thereafter on Enrico Costa the summer after, and I loved it so much that I said, this has to be my my path, and that is where I was dreaming to become an officer on board a cruise ship. That's why I took the nautical college, and finally in Venice, where I come from, finally I realized this dream, and I became a cadet on Princess Cruises. I remember I boarded in Los Angeles when I was 20. The Fair Princess. Yes, it was amazing, and it was 1995, I believe, and since then I've been doing the same. First itinerary was the same of the love boat, you know, from Los Angeles to Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta, Acapulco, Zihuatanejo, Mazatlan. Amazing. So I was on the moon, I can tell you, Pietro. And then I took a path. I was a junior officer with Princess Cruises. Then I went with Costa, same as you.
Yes, sure.
That was amazing for me at that time. Costa was when I started, was still an Italian company with with Italian flag, and was really such an honor for me. And finally, I ended my own my sea career with Royal Caribbean, also an amazing company. The fact is that in 2005 I met a blonde Dutch lady. She stole my heart and she took me to the Netherlands.
I know already kind of story similar, you know.
You know it is. So so I started my onshore career that I'm very proud of.
Sure.
You know, it's very difficult for a mariner to start something new. You don't really know what you want. Yes, and I was sort of missing, you know, the cruise industry. And finally, I was connected again, I started working for Damen Shipyards, one of the largest shipbuilding groups in 2012.
Sure.
And there, it was really huge, beautiful company. And I started doing some regional sales for Switzerland and Italy. And in Switzerland, I started to develop for them the river cruise market. So I finally came back to my passion. And in 2017, I had the honor to be appointed to be head of the commercial division, cruise division for Damen for new build ships. And I've been working some amazing projects some really amazing projects. I met the top guys of the cruise industry. I was a clear Diamond member representative, so I was very lucky. So I had an amazing team, by the way, at Damen, and we created a new dedicated brand for the cruise industry, Damen Cruise. It was really beautiful team effort.
Fantastic, really.
Yes. Then when I left Damen, I just went for a period, short period. I've been working for a training center, simulation training center in Holland, very sophisticated, where I met some ex-colleague of mine, and it was amazing as well. And finally, Bancosta, the Banchero family, called me in February 2020 to develop the cruise market. It was also amazing, and I'm so honored. And
fantastic.
Thank you.
Make a big round of applause for you.
Absolutely,
yes.
Too kind.
Andrea, as I mentioned in the beginning, actually with you, I'm hosting episode number 2 of a new section of the podcast dedicated to the Italians in the world. Actually, you are the second one, great Italian professional of the industry living abroad. It's already many years you are out of Italy.
Yes. Of course, I miss Italy, of course, but as you said, let's say I virtually left Italy when I was 20.
Yeah, sure. So, I understand you perfectly, and you mentioned it in the beginning about Costa. Actually, it was my first cruise line where I started actually my experience on board cruise ship. As well as after Royal Caribbean too. So that's why I told we never came across together.
Yeah, it's true. It was a lot of fun. I remember with Costa was something special, you know. The old Costa was, still is. I think it's a fantastic brand. but at that times I've been lucky to do such an experience.
Yeah.
So funny that you
specific moment of the you know, of our touristic life on that time, you know.
Exactly.
It's really great to your story, your experience, very responsible activities and mission. Actually, we are speaking about a mission that
a mission, yes.
Of course, a mission that combine with your personal life, your you know,
exactly.
daily activities, you know.
Yes, you're right. No, you're right, Pietro, because I forgot to mention before, it's not only a professional mission, but I can tell you I'm a consumer addicted to the cruise product. So me and my family, Esther, of course, my wife, comes from the cruise ships. She was a cruise staff when I met her.
Great.
Yes, and we transferred this passion to our kids. We took them on cruise vacation since they were 2, and we have been taking cruise vacations once or twice per year since then, all around the world. So we are very. And then now they asking me, when are we going back on a cruise? So we hope soon.
This is the DNA actually, and the passion that go through all young boys and girls of the family. You know, let's say your children, and it's really great way how to transfer some really passion, and it's really important too. You have traveled a lot. What do you think about the remote destination, the very far destination? Your opinion from a cruise perspective?
No, Pietro, you light a passion for me, you know. I was very lucky when I started my career. I was sent to the smallest ships of the Princess fleet at that time. I started with the Fair Princess, was an older ship, and then my second ship was the Fair Star. Was called at that time was a P&O Holidays.
Okay.
It was part of the Princess.
Sure.
At that time, Princess was P&O, and the Fair Star was a very old ship, Australian, orientated to the Australian markets. The home port was Sydney. And I've been doing some itineraries that were amazing in remote locations that I could not even describe. The Vanuatu Islands, Fiji.
Wow.
I mean, there were some places that I will never forget because of the size of the ship. Was quite small, and now they call it sort of expedition ship.
Exactly.
Yes, and absolutely, that is the. It's amazing to find new remote destination. Has been for me the feeling of adventure, of exploration.
Wow.
Yes, I don't know if I told you, but you know, as I said, I'm a Venetian of origins.
Sure.
So Marco Polo I've been always reading his stories how beautiful it is to travel. So I've been always inspired by him, and I said one day I want to be like Marco Polo, visiting the world, the remote destination. Yeah, exactly. And cruise enabled me in this passion to visit some really fantastic places.
Yeah, sure. It's really something unique to discover a new remote destination with a cruise, with a small cruise. Actually, you can reach a small community and deeply, having the chance deeply go behind the scenes, in some small environment. We can talk later on our talk about those points, because nowadays, also this is one point where everybody are very interested in, Andrea, Bancosta, such unique global environment. Can you tell us something about Bancosta?
Thank you, Pietro. Yeah, I'm very lucky to work for Bancosta, the Bancaros Costa network. It is one of those companies, I tell you, that when I was still studying at nautical school, I probably sent my CV, because in Italy, Bancosta is the top of the top for the maritime world. So it's a very serious company. It's a global company, although there is an Italian family heritage, you know.
Great,
But
fantastic.
yes, we have 11 offices worldwide. I just opened here in The Hague, in Holland, a representative office for the Benelux in January. Yes, and I can tell you the expertise of within the Bancosta network worldwide is unbelievable. I cannot stop learning from my colleagues and from our network. Is really, I'm very proud to represent them. It is, as you know, as I said, an Italian company with the Genovese heritage.
Okay.
The family. Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
great
So
traditional value.
discreet. It is discreet, and I think for a leading shipbroking company offering a lot of more services than that, as Bancosta, it is a very important asset. We are discreet and we are professional. And there is in all over our network there is such a skill and such a behavior. So
and you
I'm
are
very proud.
representing highly well, certainly. And so after all your many years of experiences as officer on board, actually a master mariner, you started your career
Yes.
sure, and all that drive you actually brought you to leadership position in management, in commercial, and in operational assignment. So what does it mean to you to be such inspirational leader of the industry? Also, I have to say you are very humble, speaking about leadership. And moreover, what did you take from your cruise experience, your shipboard experience, practically once on land?
No, thank you, Vitor. I like this question because I'm proud to say that the backbone of what I am now professionally and also as a person it comes from my cruise experience, in the cruise hospitality experience. I call it a little bit the university of the sea. I think that what the cruise experience I had on board really gave me the opportunity to work with very multicultural, multinational teams of hundreds of crew members working for the same mission. This is a very simple mission, but very complex at the same time. Meaning of giving great services to the guests on board, delivering amazing memories, because vacation memories, and three, making sure that them and the crew are safe. So, and to work in such an environment, in a confined environment, in a complex environment, with hundreds of crew members far away from home, far away from their loved one, but with the same goal, was something that I value a lot. So, but for me to convert and to explain, for example, to recruiters, the first time I tried to step on land, such an experience was very difficult. And therefore, if there are some hiring managers watching your beautiful podcast, I really would like to tell them, give a chance to the people that have been working on board on the cruise hospitality industry, because there are people that they have been used to solve some very complex operational issues, the weather, some very difficult situations on board where you don't see behind the scenes. You've been on board.
Yeah, sure.
For example, doing a show when there is when the ship is rolling and pitching, and you have your dancers and your staff that is trying to do a fantastic show. It is really impressive.
Weather condition, etc. You have to organize with all guests on board. You have to manage all. You have to replan everything actually in the real time. So it's
the feeling.
Yeah.
As a cruise director, you had so many operational issues and challenges but everybody on board, from the waiter to who is behind the scenes, everybody has such an important task, and you are always on stage, even if you have a bad day. That's of the hospitality industry, but especially when you're on board, you really have always to smile, and you always to make sure that the guests have a fantastic experience.
And still in between, you have to manage a meeting, organizing constantly, every time of the day, of the night, while people running their activities, their enjoyment, their vacation, actually.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I know that many ex-colleagues of ours that made the step and they went on shore, they're doing onshore some brilliant careers. They are now executives of great companies, and so again, I really value that experience, and I think that part of it I've been using in my normal life and my assignments on land as well. Yes,
that's why a great university you said in the beginning. Actually, you are doing very well with Bancosta. You are navigating all around the cruise and yacht. Can you tell us some secret a little bit about yacht industry? There is many companies now creating new ships, but how is the segment internationally at the moment? I mean, yachting is totally different than cruising.
Yes. I understand your point. There is, let's say, what we call cruise yachting, and there are some new companies and some already established companies that they deliver a product as, let's say, cruise yachting. So that is a product which is fantastic. There are some there's, as you say, there are some new ships coming into in the market that are mind-blowing. So some expedition ships, some just destination ships, smaller segments, really dedicated to destinations, to an extra luxury services on board, and more and more they're coming into the market. Then, of course, there is the yachting market, and that is also going extremely well. More and more people are buying a beautiful yacht, and it's a fantastic way to spend some delightful moment with your family and friends, because it's particularly in this moment.
Exactly.
That is exactly. Yeah.
Exactly, and is a greater connection with. This was actually another question I have in my mind to ask you about slow tourism, slow travel, and all what you are saying exactly will combine exactly with all that, because what do you think about slow tourism, slow travel from a cruise perspective?
Yes. No, that's one of the most beautiful itineraries I've been doing when I was on board. I think you have some overnight, so you can you have the chance to visit the destination in a more slow pace, or more so I really enjoy the itineraries where there was the opportunity for overnight. And I think that there are more and more companies that are offering now overnight itineraries, and I think that also post-COVID will be also a trend to have more overnights, to stop in. That's so it's something that certainly will be. I believe that the new ships, the more destination-orientated ships, are certainly taking care of more time in port, and that is,
of course. And about all this point behind the scenes, and if we talk about slow travel, slow tourism, we cannot avoid to talk about eco tourism as well, and sustainability. So the sustainability and cruise industry, how do you see the cruise industry towards actually marine life, lowering emission, considering actually the new building ships and all new technologies, new design?
Absolutely. There is a lot of efforts by all operators, by cruise operators, suppliers, shipyards, to about this issue. And I think that the cruise industry is doing extremely well. There are some there is a very interesting trend. I think they're going beyond the international requirements. For instance, when you look at the emission side, there are some incredible new designs with you see the new ships are coming out. Most of the new ships are coming out with the LNG dual fuel
Yes,
engines,
sure.
so to reduce emission. When you look, for example, at certain ships, an example could be the new ships of Hurtigruten. They have even batteries, so you can navigate in some very sensible areas. Basically, zero emissions.
Great.
So little noise, but also the procedures on board. When you see that there is a much more sensibility now on how to dispose the garbage. There are some systems to transform the garbage in energy, and there is much more sensibility about plastic. You see that in some on the ships now you don't find any more a plastic straw.
Exactly.
For your cocktails and drinks.
Exactly.
So there are some systems, and I think that that are really interesting. There is so much innovation and technology, and I do believe we are at the moment on a stage, let's say 2. But in the next decade, we will see some of the introduction of even more interesting solutions, technology, and I do believe that the cruise industry will be able to meet the zero emissions requirements, which is targeted for 2050.
Wow.
So yes, there is a lot of work and good work on that.
It's really important. Thank you for sharing also those technical details, because I believe this is really nowadays, in these hours, while we are speaking, actually, it's really one very important topic for the planet, for saving the nature, the planet, and the humanity, actually, because all is connected.
Fully agree with you, because I think that also all these expedition ships coming into the market, they will contribute to the education of guests, passengers, really destination-oriented kind of travelers, to educate about the environment and absolutely.
And professional training, and also related the people involved in the industry ashore, on board. It's very important. And speaking about COVID, we are in the good direction. Generally speaking, we can say we are in the right direction in these hours. Actually, there is vaccines operation. So what do you think in terms of challenge? I mean, you have faced in the last few months some challenge, and what will be the future of the cruise industry? I mean, what is your idea, your opinion, and also related the value of the cruise lines, generally speaking? I mean, what do you think?
Well, this, as you said, we start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I do think that the cruise line this month, that they've been working extremely hard and well to create some protocols that are going to enhance the safety on board, and the procedures, I think, are second to none in the hospitality industry. So I think that the cruising will be a very safe environment. The vaccination will have, of course, a very important aspect, but we cannot hide that there are still some challenges, because there are some areas in the world that is still difficult to see. You see in the States, there are still some question marks. The requirements of the CDCs are very complex and and difficult at the moment to fulfill. But I do believe that the cruise industry is gradually restarting and will come back very strong. I'm very convinced about that because the product is excellent.
Is excellent, right? Sure.
The cruise vacation product is really a great product, and I think that the product will be even improved after the pandemic. There will be some new. Sure. I think we are looking at let's call it cruise 2.0 after, and it's certainly an exciting time. So I do see still some difficulties and challenges, but there are also some great opportunities, and I do think that is a great moment to be in the middle of this.
Wow.
Yes. Although we all had some difficulties these months. I cannot hide you, Pietro.
Sure.
That professionally, also for me, has been very challenging. I really miss traveling.
Yes. Yes.
Particularly, my clients are mostly in the US, but also meeting people now is extremely difficult. And I'm a genuine people person.
Of course.
Yes. And I do like to meet face by face. I always learn a lot from other people, from great companies, amazing people like you.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind.
The power of a face-to-face meeting is hard to replace. So it is still very hard, and I'm just looking forward to the future. And I think we can see the future with the positivity, and will be fantastic.
Actually, you are mentioning the words really important at this time and should be all the time in our pocket. I mean, brighting, positivity, all about mindset combined with your passion, your job, your profession, and you can drive actually your daily activities, daily moment of your life. So also crossing actually some moment as we did all together actually, and it's really important. Very beautiful words, and of course we are a lover of direct contact, especially in hospitality. So you can meet genuine people as you as well, with the unicity and with great attitude that deserve a life, actually, connection. And you share some tips, advice, or anything you want to say to people out there. They may want to start their career in the cruise industry, on board, ashore. Can you share something?
Well, as you say, Pietro, the first advice is action with a passion. That's for sure. That is, as you said, and you teach me this. And of course, it is a great career. I still believe that what the cruise industry gave me is unique. It's still with me, as I said before. So when you're passionate about what you do, it is certainly a fantastic job. I think that the cruise industry will give a lot of opportunities to many talents to develop.
Wow. Thank you. I know you are very, very busy, Andrea, but I have just a last question about your next program.
Yeah, sure. Certainly, what I'm really looking forward is to travel again, for business and for leisure. I just can't wait to meet customers around the world, to book my first flights, and for leisure, I can't wait to go on vacation with my family.
With your family
somewhere.
too.
Yeah, exactly. There are so many destinations I would like to reach. You were asking me about my favorite destination.
Yes, exactly.
On top of my list is Hawaii, because I'm in love with those places in the South Pacific. So certainly will be my next on the list as soon as the situation will be back to normal. I'm really looking forward to my next cruise vacation, and really looking forward to meet great people like you, the network.
Yes, and this is a great
Sea trade,
great
and all this.
opportunity.
Yes, yes.
On top of my list too. It will be my pleasure to have a chance to meet you face to face. Andrea, I really appreciated your time. It was short, but really
thank you very much.
intensive.
I really appreciate
once again, but before we go in the end, I would love to invite you, as I'm inviting all our guests to the end with my slogan, my hashtag, that is always action with a passion, in the way also to keep the positivity, spreading out our positivity to our travel and tourism professional out there through the LinkedIn too, by the way. On my tree, 1, 2, 3, here we go. Always action with a passion. Yeah. Thank you very much, Andrea, for sharing your great story with our new section, Italians in the World. Thank you, Andrea Trevisian, who's a yacht, Bancosta, directly from Holland. Thank you very much for watching us, Travel Time and Talk, through our podcast and YouTube channel. So next episode. Ciao! Yeah!